Here is PULTUSK meteorite. It's H500. It is a fall from Poland from 30 January 1868. This is the museum piece found short after the fall. So it's 150 years old, with a very nice crust. It's really in good condition, but the interior still is a little bit rusty, because most probably it was found not very short after the fall, but maybe months later or half year, something like this. But still, this is the museum piece from Polish Museum, and I have this piece. I bought this piece in 2000, in September 2000, so I have this piece 20 years right now. Another museum piece. PULTUSK is veined brick-shotted chondrite, so there is, I think, some breccia fragment or something. This looks like that. This piece is much fresher than the previous. Lots of iron. And crust is also very good, very fresh. This one is 5 grams, more than 5 grams, so it's not big. But I wanted to show you now, to compare piece that was found in 2007. So 140 years after the fall. This is much different in interior. The specimen from 2007 is much more weathered, but still it's relatively fresh. If you compare that it was found in the Polish environment, which winters wet, it's mostly 10 months in the year it was in the wet, in water. Of course, the crust is not fresh, not nice like in the historic piece, but still there is very good visible crust. And you can see that the outside, the broken fragments here they are light in compare to the interior. It's most probably because of the you know, the different pesticides that was used recently. Maybe they etch the surface, or maybe the rains, which acid rains maybe etch the broken parts, and they are much more light than the interior. This end piece is 16, near 17 grams. Another one. Another end piece, and this was found in 2016, I think. I'm not sure, but it was a few years later after the previous end piece. But still, it's very fresh find. But this is the old, the new found. Rusty. Interior is much more weathered than the previous from 2007. This is probably different from where the pieces was found. And the crust is near the same condition. Here is a very good visible crust, but this is the sand, the dust which rust from the specimen that is glued to the crust, so it's not completely cleaned. That's why there is this layer of rusty dirt. A clean crust is here. And this end piece is 21 grams. And my biggest piece, this is the large, this is the large end piece. It comes from 700 grams specimen. And this one was also found in 2007. This was one of the first new PULTUSK found, because before that time no one exactly looking for PULTUSK. Then one guy started searching and he found few pieces, and then the rush came, and every few months someone find the piece of PULTUSK. Even last year someone found a 4 kilo specimen. It's a very big piece. It's I'm not sure, it's like 4th or 5th biggest piece right now present in Poland, and one of the biggest ever found. Really good piece. This one also is very fresh inside, similar to this. They was found close, these two pieces. This one was 270 grams, and this one 710 grams. Very similar inside, and crust. In the big piece, the crust is much better, but of course there is no comparison to the fresh specimen. But still there is very rich crust, very thick. But of course the piece was heavily cleaned from the dirt. So some of the crust just is missing right now because it's fall apart. Yeah. This big piece, end piece, was much better clean. But of course this means that the crust is much more damaged from mechanical cleaning, from ultrasonic cleaning. But still it's very nice piece. If I'm not mistaken, I cut mostly all this piece, this 710 grams, into small squares that is right now in the silver Cook Island PULTUSK coin, the silver one. There was 5,000 coin minted, and in every coin was 5.5 millimeter and 1 millimeter thin slice of PULTUSK. I cut all these mostly 5,500 squares for the coin. So from this big 700 gram piece, not much left, only just maybe one more end piece, and this one, this big end piece that I keep for myself. Yeah, nice pieces.